Hello, great mathematicians. Welcome back to our series on matrices. This is lesson 3 of our series on O-level mathematics matrices. Last time we looked at some terms. We said we define a matrix. We looked at rows and columns. We also looked at an entry of a matrix. Then we said that we are going to start with the order of a matrix. Before we look at the order of a matrix, what you have to also know that any matrix is represented by a capital letter. For example, I can have A. If I am to represent any matrix, should have a capital letter with a large. Now, the real matrix should have large brackets. So if I have 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are entries of the matrix represented by capital letter A. So these are the entries of that matrix. So let us define our term, that is the order of a matrix. If I have a matrix, for example, 1 A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, the number of rows and columns is the order of that matrix. Meaning that I have to count how many rows and columns I have. Then those number of rows and columns are going to form what we call the order of that matrix. Okay, so I'll count the number of rows here. 1, 2. So these are the rows. They move across the page. Then I count the number of columns. 1, 2. Then those ones become my rows. So the number of rows and columns become the order of a matrix, and it is given by order of a matrix is equal to rows and columns. Okay, so I just multiply rows by column, row by column. I multiply it by column. For example, with that matrix up, I'm going to have how many rows? 2. How many columns? 2. So this is the order of that matrix. So to put it in a more general form, if I have a matrix A with the entries, entry A, that is in the first position, okay, meaning that it is the first row, okay, first row, okay, row 1, column 1. Let me call it A11. For the first one, row 1, the first row, column 1. Okay, I have another one, A, first row, column, the second column. I have another one, second row, first column. I have another one, second row, second column. So that is an element. So I can choose any element. I just tell you, go in matrix A, choose for me the column, I mean the entry in the second row, second column. You will know which entry to choose. I'll tell you, go in matrix A, choose the element in row 1, second column. You'll know which entry to choose. Hope that is clear for how we represent that. Now, to know the number of rows and columns such that we can define our order, you just come and count how many rows you have moving across the page. I have this row, I have that row. So this one is a 2. Then I have another, I have columns now. This column and this column times 2. Please don't multiply and get for us this answer. Just leave it like that. That's how we represent the order of a matrix. Don't multiply to get for us that answer. Just leave it the way it is. Hope that is clear for all of us. Let's have another general example that we can understand this better. If I have the matrix A with entries A, B, C, D, okay, then this one implies matrix A, entry A of matrix A is in the first row, okay, first column, okay. Matrix B is in first row, second column. Matrix C is in second row, first column. Matrix, element D, element D is in second row, second column. But matrix A has order 2 by 2. If I'm to count the row and column, okay, if I'm to count the rows and columns, so it has order of 2 by 2. Hope that one is also clear for each one of us. Now let us have practical examples on that. State the order of the following matrices. I have 1, 0, 2, 3. If we are to look at this matrix here, I'm going to have the order of the matrix is going to be how many rows? 1, 2. How many columns? 1, 2. So it is a 2 by 2 matrix. Hope that is clear. This one implies that it has 2 rows and 2 columns. Let us have another one. I have A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. The order of this matrix, how many rows? 1, 2. Okay. How many columns? 1, 2, 3. So this was a 2 by 3 matrix, meaning that it has 2 rows and 3 columns. Let's have another one. I can have 2, 5, 1, negative 2. Let me have 1 and 13 there. The order of this matrix is going to be how many rows? 1, 2, 3. So it is a 3 by 2 matrix, meaning that it has 3 rows and 2 columns. There are many. We shall be meeting many matrices with a different order, okay? But by now, what you just need to know is the order of a matrix, okay? So for today, we shall stop there. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow up for the next video. Thank you very much.